So when I start to scrapbook, I like to have my workspace set up so that I have the two albums that I'm working on, if I'm working on two. If I'm working on a couple brothers or brother and sister, I like to work on them at the same time so that they look like one isn't getting more favorable book than the other one. So that's where I start. And I have my supplies all handy, and yeah, that's where I get started. If you're a serious scrapbooker, you will keep up with your scrapbooking and you won't be faced with a huge task. However, if you're going to scrapbook a whole person's life, then first choose yourself an album. I like to have the album with the pictures of the person in here, but this one just has a nice saying. The next thing to do is to assemble all of your pictures. So using a ring, use the pages that you're going to, or the sleeves that you're going to use for your pictures, and just assemble them and start gathering all of your pictures and putting them together in one place. That's the easiest way to start to scrapbook. And once you have them arranged in order of the age or the years, then you can start putting them together and putting them in your book. So once you have your book together, or you've figured out how you want to arrange it, I encourage you to always buy the kind of binders that you can expand pages on here. And then once you have put your pages together, I really encourage you to match your two pages. Like if you have one background here, have the same background over here. It just makes it a little bit nicer. And then you just go through. I don't put a lot of embellishments on because then I would never get done. So, it's up to you how you want to do things, but I'm just scanning quickly because, it's people's lives. Anyways, I do encourage you to set to work, enjoy the scrapbooking, and have a good time. Well, it's a new day and we're back here at our scrapbooking table. I have a few favorite tools that I use. The Memory Maker's markers, the Memory Maker's cutting tools, which you can choose different widths for your border around your pictures. And I use just a plain cutter. I think that was purchased at Walmart. And a smaller cutter that is a Memory Maker's one also to chop your pictures off here. I had mentioned the other day that I put the pictures into sleeves. And so once I have my sleeves and my pictures organized in chronological order, then I put some background paper together with it so that when I get to my scrapbooking table and I'm starting to scrapbook, I can move along quite quickly. And so you can buy scrapbooking paper that has room for your pictures. And that's kind of a nice touch because it adds to the quickness that you can do some scrapbooking in. But you can simply buy stock paper that comes in the books, or you can buy single sheets. I use the glue stick, the runner, not a glue stick, a glue runner, and I purchased those at the dollar store. So you can get them at Michael's if you want to pay a little bit more, but that's what I use. Anyway, we'll get on with the scrapbooking, and I'll show you what I do when I'm all finished, which will be to put corners in here to affix the pages so they don't move around. They're called brads, and they're a little pinprick with a little flower or whatever on it. Okay, back to work. So here we are back again working on our scrapbooking, and now we're going to put in the brads. So I have the round ones that I use if it's just for a boys album, and I have the flowered ones that I use if it's for a girls album. And so here's my dowel to make the holes, and this is my page, for instance. So you'll see that one page, there's white from the page behind. So you need to level them out, make sure they're nice and straight. And once they are, you will use the dowel to make a hole in the corner. And so I usually make a hole in this corner of this page, and the following page I will make the hole in the outer corner. So on the inside corner on one, you turn it over and you do it on the outside corner on the next. And then you just push the dowel through and expand the pins at the back, because it's just like a thumbtack, except at the back it will unfold. Okay, so once you finished your book and you put it together, you almost need two people to help you put the screws in and make the book secure. If you need extensions, you will use something like these so that your book lies flat. But if you put your brads in opposite corners on the inside and then on the outside, you'll find that your pages will lay pretty flat. And so that is the culmination of a book. And have fun. It's a lot of fun to do the pages. It's a lot of fun to put the books together. It's great fun to see people appreciating them and enjoying them. And it's a great hobby. Enjoy.